I'm Dale Smith for Looney Politics, and the Bloc Québécois have been making some particular demands of the government if they want their support in future confidence votes. The biggest of those is changes to the old age security pensions and enriching them for seniors age 65 to 74. Now, what happened shortly after the Liberals got elected in 2015 was that they enriched it by 10% for seniors over 75 because they had all kinds of data that showed that seniors over 75 have greater expenses, largely due to medical and prescriptions, as well as depleted savings. So there was some sense and rationale for them to increase these pensions for those seniors, but less so for the younger seniors, as it were. Now, the Bloc objected to this all along, considered this age discrimination, and have been trying for years to ensure that that 10% increase goes to all seniors. But only now has it become something that they can, A, leverage the government with, but B, that they have a private member's bill that's currently going through the process, which would do that if a private member's bill could spend money, which they typically can't. But so what the Bloc's demand is that they give this bill a royal recommendation, meaning that the government will allow it to spend money. That way they get the credit for legislating this increase, and they get their goal, and then they would support the government for future confidence votes, likely through a spring budget, as that would likely be where that would happen. The government, however, doesn't seem too keen on this because it's a giant expenditure. This would be in the tens of billions of dollars. And will the Bloc like to say things like, you're spending all this money on oil and gas subsidies or Trans Mountain? Those subsidies are largely in the form of tax credits, which are not the same as program expenditures. And Trans Mountain money is spent. The federal government will likely recoup most of that when they do finalize the sale of the pipeline now that it is operational. But in the meantime, that money is not exactly there, and the Bloc's kind of hand-wavy notion about where that could come from doesn't really add up. So we will see where the government lands on this. So far, they're resisting, but things may become desperate closer to a spring budget vote, which if they want to try and extend the life of the government till next fall, we'll see. But so far, the government doesn't look like they want to play ball, and this could have repercussions for future confidence votes. For Looney Politics, I'm Dale Smith.